Last year, DKW showcased in 3 different fashion shows, and I cannot keep calm about it. But there's no better way to tell the story without going all the way back.
We're going way back to before the beginning.
2024, August, September, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, August, September 2024, I got introduced to Molawa of Infinite Woman. She was going to be having a fashion show, and I was going to be a part of it. I was so excited. I started looking for, because I think between when we spoke and concluded everything and the date she had for our show, if I was not mistaken, it was like a little over a week. So by the time I did fabric shopping and everything, I was just left with 1 week for production and all that good stuff. And I'm like, you know what?
I'm gonna do it.
I also got introduced to Shanice, who was going to be my model, and she introduced me to a few of her friends who were also going to be helping me on the runway. I had a total of 4 looks to showcase. So 4 models, 4 looks. The day of, my best friend and I went all the way to the venue. I slept the entire journey, bro. I was tired. Getting there, I was trying to set up and everything. 2 of my models couldn't make it due to some emergency, so I was left with 2. And I think that just destabilized me a little bit because I totally forgot that the 3rd outfit that Olivia wore, because I eventually had to showcase 3 outfits. However, I didn't realize it until I got home that the 3rd outfit Olivia wore, or the 2nd outfit Olivia wore, which was the 3rd one, Shanice could have worn that, and I think because it's stretchy, right, she could have. And then the 4th outfit Olivia could have worn because it was initially for Olivia. But I didn't realize all that until I got home. But still, I ended up showcasing 3 outfits, but I got amazing feedback. It was very amazing. So many people were talking about the entire 3-look collection, and I was just like, oh my goodness, thank you. And for some reason, that just made me feel like, you know what, girl, you belong in this field. Fast forward to the following year, 2025, January, Janice reached out to me and she said she had a fashion show, and she was going to be organizing a fashion show, and she wanted me to be a part of it. I was excited. I was humbled. I was grateful. And I was like, yes, thank you. She was like, girl, the world deserves to see your talent. I was like, oh my God. I reached out to my big sister in Nigeria, Maturaya of Moinamzi. I thought I wanted to be working with Ashoke, Adire, and all that good stuff. And she agreed to fabric source for me. And she did. And then she sent it down to me. And thank you to my mom as well for a big support through it all. Anywho, the fabrics got to me, and then I realized that I had forgotten to tell sister I need to help me buy lining pieces. So I had to go to our local fabric store to source for fabrics. I did all that and I was ready for, production. I also went for model casting because I was involved in everything. Model casting to pick my models. When I saw all of them, bruh, if I could work with each and every one of those models, I would have. But unfortunately, I only picked 10. Okay, let's keep it real now. I can't do that. So I picked 10 amazing, lovely girls. All of them were fantastic. I wanted to work with all of them, but I managed to streamline everything to 10 looks. So I thought about it. I was like, okay, I have 3 looks from the previous year that nobody has seen. So people have, but I didn't also post much about it. So I was like, I have 3 looks from the previous, so I'm just going to make 7. So I had 7 new looks that I was going to make, and that made a total of 10. And the day came. Shanice's show was called Ricochet, and Ricochet came, and it was beautiful. I had my friends and family come support me. It was just beautiful. It was amazing. I felt on top of the world. That was my very first big audience event, and I was like, wow. I was nervous. I literally was nervous. I couldn't even wear heels. I had to wear sneakers. I had to wear my sneakers because I was so nervous, but I was so happy. After Ricochet, I got so many calls, and I got opportunities to be part of fashion shows that were a week, 2 days after. But I don't know why. In my head, I just felt I just showcased this. It's not going to be, I don't have anything new for anybody to see. Also, I was really, really tired, like really tired. I couldn't have whipped up anything new. But knowing what I know now, I probably should have still taken up the opportunity, because like every opportunity counts. So I probably should have and just like showcased what I had. Like literally, who's going to judge me? Like, but then I just a little panic, but it's okay. I also applied to a fashion show. I got rejected. That bummed me out. But then I got a call from Mr. Scott of Focus on Runway. His own fashion show was going to be later in the year, and he saw me, he saw my outfits, he saw my looks at Ricochet, and he was like, you know what, I want you to be a part of this event. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you. Now, his own show was battered after he had suffered like stroke and everything. So it was like a stroke awareness type of thing. And I was like, I mean, he said his own story. I honestly cannot remember every detail right now, but I know he had stroke for a period of time, and he literally recovered 100%. I also went for like model casting. He had 2 model castings, one in Chicago and one in Indiana. And my girls and I, we went to both. I mean, Daisy was in both of them. And then Damie, we went to Indiana together, and it was amazing. We're checking out the models. I was like, oh, yes, no, yes, no. I mean, again, if I could work with all of them, I had to like really, pick who I could work. Like, okay. And yeah, for this one also, I was thinking 10 looks, right? So I went in after that, started production, everything, and Naima reached out to me on Instagram and was like, hey, I want you to apply to Chicago Fashion Week. And yay, I got in. Now, when they told me the dates though, I was like, damn, because it was like literally 2 weeks apart from Mr. Scott's show. And it had a totally different theme, so it wasn't like I could make stuff from Mr. Scott and showcase it again at Ricochet. I mean, I did eventually do that, but at the time it was just too different. So I started working on outfits for Mr. Scott's show. For Mr. Scott's show, production was delayed just because of that. Now, when it was time to start production, I had to cut down some things because I had delayed production for a long time. So I still had to showcase from my 10 look collection for Ricochet, and then added new pieces to it. And the day came beautiful, right? I headed all the way there to Indiana. My friend was supposed to meet me there. When I got there though, and I walked in, I panicked. The fear that gripped me, I don't think I was prepared for it. I saw the outburst of creativity in the room. Like, I walked in, I was a little late, right? I'd walked in, some people already had their models wearing their pieces, and designers were everywhere. I was like, damn, imposter syndrome. Oh my goodness, that thing gripped me like so fast. I didn't even feel like I had anything worthy to be showcased and everything. So I was just like, and then my friend noticed that people were talking to me, but like I was answering, but I wasn't present. So she brought me to one side. And she was telling me, just breathe. And then I started crying again. And it was just everything, right? I was just all over the place. I was like, oh Lord. But when I managed to pull myself together, I remember one of the models even grabbing my hands and praying for me when they were all about to walk down the run, because I was still very panicky. And looking back, they all did amazing. Like, they all did amazing. I mean, I can see my errors when I look back, but that's only for me to know and for you to find out or not. They all did amazing, really. I look back at all the events and I'm like, oh, I did my thing, bro. It was so good. It was like literally so nice. I also featured a male model, beautiful. After that, again, I just had 2 weeks for the next show, so I couldn't even take it all in, process and recover. It was on the go again. I was literally back home sewing, sleepless night, everything. I was already tired. I had rehearsals to go to as well, everything. So I was just going back and forth, and then the day came to now Chicago Fashion Week. It was sponsored by Support Dummies and Monaco. So put your homies, they really did embody that name. When I tell you that they embodied their name, they really did embody their name. Okay. So each rehearsals for support for Chicago Fashion Week, we would literally end it with prayers. Like even on the day of, before the show started, it was prayers again. And that's one thing I love about them. Now every show had their uniqueness. I'm not even going to lie. Like each show, Ricochet, Pressure on the Runway, and Chicago Fashion Week, they all had their uniqueness. But yeah, so Chicago Fashion Week was here. When I got to the venue, I didn't even vlog, bro. I literally didn't, because I was just like overwhelmed with so many things. Like I was on the go, on the go, on the go. My brain was just like, it was just trying to process so many things. So I didn't vlog. Got to the venue, I saw the hall. I'm like, damn, this is beautiful. That was my first time, because I missed the rehearsals where they had gone to the hall. I'm like, damn, this is nice. And then backstage, I'm like, okay, it was nice. Like I was taking it all in, but at the same time I was not mentally in the right space. So like I just sat down on the floor afterwards and I was just waiting for the show to begin. It was not until I got there that I realized that I didn't even wear the right outfits. Like I forgot to pack something nice for myself, but it wasn't about me, it was about the designs. Okay. And the models did their thing. Like I remember I also had like a little wardrobe malfunction, and Brie was also another person I met in Ricochet. She's not my big sister. Like there's no fashion show. If I see Brie, I'm going to meet Brie. Like forget it. Brie and Shanice were there. Shanice was working she was backstage as a stylist this time. She wasn't walking the runway for us. But still, when she saw me crying because my model couldn't fit her outfits, she came right over. She was like, what's going on? Even Brie was like, if you need me to remove this, and because she wasn't my model, Brie wasn't my model for this show, but she was like, if you need me to remove this and wear something, I would. I'm like, ugh. But then we figured it out, and my model had something to wear. And yeah, walked the runway. I kept hearing my girls scream. I was like, ah. It was just really, really so nice. Like after everything and looking back at it, like after the whole show, and I could literally like just debrief and relax and look back, it was just a very beautiful year. It was even, I think it was after the show, I was telling my best friend, I remember 2024 when someone had jokingly asked like, hey Kezia, what are you doing for the KW next year? And we're being like, Chicago Fashion Week. Bro, I didn't even think, when I said it that year, I didn't even think about it, but it happened. The following year, the KW showcased in Chicago Fashion Week, and I was like, yes! Anyhow, only greater and bigger thing for my brand this year. But yeah, I mean, that was the 3 show the KW walked around last year, and you needed to be there, y'all. You guys needed to be there. And honestly, I wish I did a better job bringing you guys along, but eight down. Okay, it was beautiful. I loved it. And what better way to be back on this channel than that? But yeah, in case you didn't know, my name is Kezia and this is just Kezia, and on here it's going to be fashion BTS, because I'm a fashion designer, fashion BTS, lifestyle, and anything in between. So we're just going on this journey together. And yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm back, baby. Okay, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, please subscribe. I know it's been a minute. Like, comment. I love reading your comments, and I'll connect with you guys in the comment section. Until next time, bye. The way I am tired is beyond me. Like, I'm so exhausted. I still have so many patterns to do because I went so ambitious with this thing and decided to take on 10 projects. Like, what was I thinking? 10